Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 3 with our playing on a budget, mono blue aggro. Yes, we'd like to play first. This is definitely mulligan, no lands. Not the biggest fan of this hand, but we're going to keep it. It's got 3 lands. It's got a first turn 1 drop that we can actually be aggressive with. And we got the Dispel. Dispel is such the reason I'm main boarding it is I think that basically any matchup you're going to go against is going to have an instant that I can counter. There will be very few matchups where this doesn't get used. Maybe this is going to be one of them against a green deck, but we can always dispel his Avent the Worm. Rapid Hybridization is going to be okay. I think what we do is we just Incursion Specialist here and attack in for 1. Again, we can actually counter Celestia's Charm with Dispel. I'm not even sure if this is going to be green-white aggro or not. Tidebinder Mage is going to be a boss in the post sideboard. The Soldier of the Pantheon is really bad versus us. We have no... Oh, this is probably going to be Brave Naya, I would assume. It's going to be Mizzium Mortars just on an Incursion Specialist. That's fine. That's early to use a Mizzium Mortars. He must have another one. We are getting mana flooded, though. We have 1/5 of our lands already. Boros Reckoner would be a bit of an issue here if he can cast it. But I can always Rapid Hybridization it. It's going to be a Banishing Light on our Hypnotic Siren, which we will Rapid. To continue with the aggro. But, I mean, we're getting pretty low. Another land. Did not want to see... I mean, Mutavault at least isn't a dead card. It's something we can activate. So he's down to a 14. If he puts out... This could actually be Naya Planeswalkers. He could have put out Xenagos if that wasn't a temple. But it doesn't look like he has any play. Which is good because what we can do here is we can activate Mutavault and swing in for 5. And if he tries to dispel or tries to cast anything there, we just dispel it. Well, he's still way out of Mizzium Mortars range. Cast this dude. This is a guy that can fly over top now if he does Xenagos. Good news is we can actually Nisa, he can make a dude. I really think this is going to be Naya Planeswalkers. Probably Xenagos is going to come out here. Courser. Alright, Courser's good. He's got to chain the rocks on top. That doesn't help him at the immediate moment. He used a temple last turn. That maybe because he was trying for a Courser. He's got another temple. Let's see what he does with the chained. See if he keeps it on top or not. He does keep it on top. Goes back up to a 10. Chain's actually going to be pretty bad for us to deal with because we have no way to interact with it. So an island is not good. What we do here is we just attack in for 4. I might just end up just throwing my Mutavault. Into the Courser of Crewfix to do an extra 3 damage. Yep. I think that's worth it. He's going to be able to chain the rocks to the frog now, which is going to be an issue for me because I'm sure that he's going to be able to hit all his land drops. Yep, he's got a temple on top, so he's going to be able to Courser that. And we're just going to, it's very hard for this deck to have 6 lands and actually win. Again, maybe I don't keep a 3-land hand. I'm still getting kind of used to this deck to see exactly what we need to run and not run. It's going to put him back up to a 7. And I guess this is going to be the one matchup where a Dispel is not good. Nisa on top, that's going to be rough for me to deal with. I wonder if he does just... No, he probably just doesn't chain the rocks. If he chains anything, maybe he chains as a familiar. Yep. He's going to get in, so this means he's got another Courser in his hand. 3 cards left. No, nothing. Yeah, he's got an answer for this Frog Lizard, but we have a Dispel now for it, so that's actually pretty good. A Lightning Strike, maybe? An Advent the Worm. We get to dispel that. Ouch, that hurts for him. Puts him on a real clock here with the Judge's Familiar. 2 cards left in hand. We know that Nisa's on top. Hopefully he doesn't find a land after that. Hopefully it's another card besides a land that he can't play off the top. Advent the Worm on top. That's a real threat, though. That's a 5/5 with the 2/4. He's going to Nisa here, and I'm sure make his Temple Garden into a 4/4 or his Temple of Abandon, either one. And I bet he swings in for 2. I could draw into a Disperse, though, and just kill him here. I mean, he's really... Yeah, there's a lot of top decks here I can actually top deck into. Dispel is not... Well, that works for the Advent the Worm. But, I mean, any sort of life negates, or any sort of card on top negates it. Mizzium Mortars actually can take care of my Judge's Familiar right on time. That's going to be an issue. Yeah, but he's just going to make another guy attacking for 8. But a Disperse wins the game if we draw into it. So I think that's the right play to try to top deck into the Disperse. Another Judge's Familiar. That's not good. Oh, actually it is good because we can counterspell the other, but can we block enough now? I can block 1 and take... It's going to be really, really, really close. No, I don't think I can. We're going to be at one damage short. Go ahead and cast a Judge's Familiar. And we'll dispel that. But now he knows what I have. He knows that these have trample as well. Yeah, that's actually really bad for us. He knows exactly he can just attack in with everything and win the game. So close little match. I like our chances. We just have to race some Mizzium Mortars. Again, it's the 6 lands that got us here. And yeah, he can just do enough damage if he just swings in with everything. No, he goes down to a 5. No, he just Mizzium Mortars off the Frog Lizard and swings. Yep, and that is game. Alrighty, so definitely going to bring in the Negates over the Dispels. Negates can actually hit a lot more stuff. I don't need the Dispels. He might just even take out the Advent of the Worms. Disperse actually seems pretty good against his deck that wants to win with Nisas. So Mizzium Skin, Rapid Hybridization. Rapid Hybridization, I think we can actually go down in the count to Rapids. I think 2's fine. Illusory Angel doesn't, again, do much against Mizzium Mortars. So I'm going to take the Angels out. I think we need to be quicker than the Angels. Tidebinder Mage taps down a Courser, but do we really care about tapping down a Courser? I think that actually that is pretty good to do so. Cloudfin Raptor, Hypnotic Siren, I don't know if it's going to be quick enough. Yeah, I think it's going to be maybe Incursion Specialist is the slot for the Tidebinder Mages that we need to take out. So that will come out. Again, it doesn't... You bring these in versus, like, it's good against Drown and Sorrow, it's good against Aggro. Triton Tactics could save us against a Mizzium Mortars. A Mizzium Skin could as well, but again, I don't think we need to worry about... We got the Negates for that very reason. I don't think we need to bring in any more hate for it. Quicklings are still good too. Quicklings kind of work the same way. We could bring in that last Disperse. No, we have the 2 Disperses in for... Yeah, it actually seems like, oh, we brought in the third. Okay, so I think that these are the most powerful cards. Maybe more Rapid Hybridizations out, and we could bring back in maybe Illusory Angel or Mizzium Skin, Triton Tactics. I don't know. We're going to submit this, though. And Okay, so what can I rapid that I really care about rapiding? I mean, it'd be my own stuff that I rapid in response. And maybe Angel's just better than the Rapid Hybridization. We'll keep in one and one Angel, see how that works. We'll submit this. Yes, we'd like to play first. Hall of Triumph, Rapidization, Judges. We're going to keep this. It seems like a pretty good hand again, though we are on the lands. I love Hall of Triumphs, though. We cannot draw into many more lands to really save us. And the one of Rapid Hybridization is kind of awkward. Now I'm thinking about it, probably should be gone. I do like the 4/4 flying, though, because it goes over top of him. The Hybridization guys just get blocked all day long by coursers. So this guy's going to come out. And when he tries the Banishing Light, I mean, what if he even took out the Banishing Lights and Chain of the Rocks? We can Quickling. Hopefully there's something. Yeah, there's another Judge's Familiar. That's a lot more relevant. We'll attack in for one. And again, I don't even think I quite Rapid Hybridization here because Hall of Triumph is coming out next turn. See, coursers are such a joke for our deck. That's one thing that we have over the Rabble Master is we can just go over top of coursers. So next turn is definitely just going to be Hall of Triumph naming blue. Did not want to see that land. Attack in for 4, put him down to a 15. Now he can Banishing Light the Hall of Triumph. That's actually pretty decent. But he's most likely going to have to either shock himself or pain land himself here to do so. Well, maybe not either. He's got a basic land. And I'm pretty sure a Banishing Light's going to come out. Yep, for the Hall of Triumph. And surprised he kept those in, as they're pretty slow. They only do one target. There's a Faerie Impostor. We will use it. And recast the Judge's Familiar. And I kind of just want to Quickling. No, Quickling just is an extra 1 damage. So there's 4 flying that's going to go over top of a Courser or whatever else he puts out here. Xenagos could come out. It's going to be a Courser of Crewfix with a Chandra on top. So definitely want to keep my Quickling for the Chandra. And see if he has a land to play. But we're going to get in for 4. He's still 1 more red away from... Geez, I kind of just want to kill this thing. Yeah, we're going to Rapid it. I'm not going to let him gain any more life. We need to put him on the best clock possible. There's a Negate now. That actually can negate his Chandra. Kind of, I'd rather Quickling though. Do we want to? What does Quickling do compared to Chandra? Is the thing. So Chandra comes out, we save something, and then we can actually kill Chandra, or we can just do 5 damage. But then we can't negate the next turn when he can kill the Imposter. So I think we just negate it here. But now we're leaving ourselves open to a Mizzium Mortars overload. But I guess Judge's Familiar can deal with that. And this is going to be great here. This is perfect. So he's going to Chain the Rocks onto the Faerie Impostor, but we're going to Quickling to save it. Which is fine. And he's just going to scoop here. I don't know if he's going to show me his hand of 5 drops and stuff. I don't know why he scooped there. He could have gone Courser of Crewfix. Wow, why did he scoop? Why in the world did he scoop there? Because next turn he just throws out a Courser of Crewfix or a Centaur Healer. That stabilizes him an extra turn. We draw into a Cloudfin Raptor, then a Courser, or a Courser hopes to find a land on top. I don't know. But that gives us more information that he's bringing in, more stuff that I may want to deal with. I mean, Centaur Healer's kind of bad versus us, actually. We just go over top of it. Again, that's more information knowing that our Tidebinder Mage is good to at least tap that down as well. Hypnotic Siren goes over the top. I don't like even the 1 of Rapid Hybridization. I'm going to take it out. I think it's pretty bad in this matchup. I don't want to be using it on his cards. And we can bring in another Angel. In fact, I like all the Angels here. They seem really good. Now I think about the implications of it. But, I mean, it might be the weakest card, though. Maybe I take out a Disperse? Did he took out the Advent the Worms? I bet he took out the Advent the Worms. So I'm going to take out Disperses. I'll keep a 1 of Disperse. But, I mean, Disperse, I guess, does take care of Naya tokens. I mean, back to his... putting back a return to non-land permanent. No, it does not. So, yeah, Disperse does not work for that. So... maybe just an Incursion Specialist that can actually... I just don't want this guy to be shut down and not having a way to cast the spell, the second spell. And we're taking out the Rapid Hybridization and Dispels. That's a lot of cards. Judges Familiars are good against Advent the Worm as well, though. I think that I'm going to go creature heavy here. We're going to submit this. This is not a hand we can keep, unfortunately. If this was an island, we could. We are going to mulligan. And I don't like it, but we're gonna keep it. We're on the draw. I don't think we can go down to a 5 versus this deck. He's got a lot of ways. We need to go as fast. I mean, Ornithopter here would actually be very, very good because it will give us a way to actually cast the Faerie Impostor first turn. But we can draw into like half our deck here and be okay. Yep, that's fine. Cloudfin Raptor comes out. We get Incursion Specialist next turn, evolve it, and then we can actually Faerie Impostor back an Incursion Specialist to evolve it again. Or if we draw like an Ornithopter. Now, that's going to be the play. Swinging for 1. We have a Negate. Negate is going to be so crucial against those Banishing Lights. I mean, he could Banishing Light here for an Incursion Specialist. But it looks like Courser's just coming out. And it's going to find a Mizzium Mortars, which is going to be pretty decent, but we're going to have the Negate mana up for it. I'll throw out the island here. We are going to Faerie Impostor. And so Mizzium Mortars, see what does he kill here? Yeah, now we can't actually evolve it in with Incursion Specialist, so it's just going to be leaving up the Negate. But a third turn Courser is pretty hard for us to deal with. It's just going to give him so much life gain back, and is actually going to put us on a decent little clock. Next turn, though, if we get him to use the Mizzium Mortars, another Courser, ouch. Yeah, that's going to be difficult. And Elspeth's really bad against us. It's going to be way too slow, but I mean, the way he's actually pumping out lands, he did find one on top there. He gains 2, so he negated back everything. Going to swing in for 2. Drawing into a land here actually wouldn't be too terrible. It's going to be Faerie Impostor. I think we do just cast a Judge's Familiar. And then Faerie Impostor it back. And then cast it one more time. No, we want to keep that for the yeah, we want to keep it for the Angel. We're going to get in here for 4. He's keeping up with us, though, with the life. That's a double Courser. Any aggro deck has trouble with it. Now, I do want to bait out that Mizzium Mortars. He finds the Sacred Foundry on top. He's 1 away from overloading the Mizzium Mortars. And Anger of the Gods, that really does hurt. And I can't, yeah, I didn't leave up the Negate. So that was kind of my bad. Probably should have just Judge's Familiar there and passed, and then we could have negated that. But I don't even think at this point we can outrace the life gain that these Coursers are going to give him, plus the Elspeth. It's going to be all but over here. Again, I can't even do anything here. Just a Judge's Familiar and then negate the Elspeth next turn. But he's still got 5 cards in hand. He's getting so much card advantage off of finding lands off the top. Xenagos is going to be another card I can't deal with. So the Temple is going to come here. Or just another regular land, he goes for Elspeth. It's going to be Nisa. I'm going to have to negate it. I do think it's worth negating a Nisa. But, yep, he gets the Temple. He's going to keep Xenagos on top. And we do take the damage. So, I like this deck. Now we can't even get the Illusory Angel. It doesn't even matter. He's got the Mizzium Mortars. This is going to be a game. There's absolutely nothing we can do to come back from this. Courser Crewfix definitely need to be taken care of. Maybe Rapid Hybridizations are just good for that. But on the... Yeah, maybe I should have been more aggressive too. I'm gonna concede this. And we'll go on to the last matchup here. Hopefully we find another good matchup where we can actually make the mono blue shine here. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.